What's going on, guys? Mike here at the Battle Axe. Well, I'm not really at the Battle Axe. Again, I'm at my house from the Battle Axe. Just want to recap on the testosterone cycle that I was taking. Just some of the people that haven't seen it before. I was on a low testosterone cycle because I was low on testosterone. I was about half a cc, sometimes a cc a week for about 3 months. What happened actually is that I actually took a Arimidex, or like a Bobo kind of try. It's called an estrosol, I believe, which is kind of like a generic type of Arimidex, which is going to be an estrogen blocker. I was on that and HCG, or I made the video before. What happened to me was I actually had a negative effect with the anastrozole. I actually got a bunch of stomach aches, was pooping my pants for like 2 weeks. There's an 11% chance that you can get it using this particular generic type. I don't know if it would have happened if I used the Arimidex. Either way, it sucked really bad. So I was worried. I was like, if I don't have my estrogen blocker now, am I going to get boobs? Or like my nut's going to shrink into my penis and that's it? Like, am I going to have the coolest vagina on the block? And apparently not. I talked to my doctor, I talked to my PCP, and he said with the low amount that I was receiving, because I was so low on testosterone, that it was okay if I got off that, just kept on with the ACG, which re-uptakes your testosterone. That was about 2 weeks ago that I stopped taking that medication, and within the week, I was not feeling sick. I mean, I lost a ton of weight. I was freaking couldn't hold anything down, and the ACG makes you cut some fat. But I feel fine now. No like negative side effects anymore. I don't have any man boobs. I didn't. My balls are back, and I didn't really lose that much libido or anything. But I'll be honest with you. I do feel a little bit more tired. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or is it stress. Maybe I'm just more beat up, but I definitely feel a little bit more tired. I can feel myself taking a little bit more naps, not waking up in the morning with the same kind of umph. This time I go to the gym, train people, come home and take a nap. As before, I was just going, sometimes not even taking a nap the whole day. Sleeping not as good. I was sleeping really well when I was on that stuff. Injuries are taking a little longer. I know it's only been 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I don't want to go ahead and start making judgments that I'm just like falling apart without this stuff. But when I was on it, I could really recover quickly from rugby practices, heavy training, quicker than normal. Not, I wouldn't say I'm a Superman, but I could recover within 4 to 5 days. Now, I have small groin injuries that are starting to come back and give me kind of a headache and starting to come back and hurt me a little bit and slow me down in the training. So I must say that there is kind of a difference when you're taking tests, even if it's half a cc to a cc, which is nothing. Anybody who's been on test, this is just straight test, not an anabolic or even bigger, which would be borderline fantastic comparative to what I was on. But I was feeling pretty good, and now it's just a little tough to get down off of that. Is it hard mentally? Not really. I want to tell you that I knew what was going to happen. I knew that I was going to be on the same recovery level, but physically, I haven't seen any losses. I hit 2 PRs 2 weeks in a row, and that's in rugby season. I hit a bench PR and I hit a deadlift PR. So that's towards after the cycle. I hit a PR last week. I hit a PR on Tuesday. So I'm not saying that it's definitely a physical thing, but more of a mental maybe. As far as the gym aspect, energy wise and recovery wise, I'm gonna have to say that yeah, there was a kind of a big difference in that aspect. So just be aware that when you're on this stuff, the highs are high. I felt great, and this is just a baby amount of what's really out there. And I felt pretty good. And now it's just back to normal, kind of recovering. See, I'm gonna take blood work in a month and see, if this actually helps stabilize my testosterone, if everything's okay. Will I go back on this? If there is no negative side effects to what I'm seeing, you better fucking believe it. If I am low on test or not have the high average, I'm going back. I mean, I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. That shit was fucking fantastic. If the doctor says, hey, you don't really need it, you're good levels, maybe I'll consider not doing it. There's no reason to go too high above the level. That's just for me. And it just depends on other stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of other stuff out on the market that I'm curious just to see what my body will react to. Fuck, man. I'm 28. I'm not a professional lifter or professional rugby player. But I'm just an average Joe that gets fucked up every week, and I'm really curious, how my body would be if I wasn't just slowed down by injury, slowed down by all sorts of physical damage I've had from all the sports and stuff I've played. So if I ever do get on something else, I'll definitely make a video. Maybe there's some sort of super serum, and then I can join the X-Men because I figured, wow, well, I just need to grow a beard out, and I can be like Wolverine because I'm a total nerd, and that's not gay. I don't think it's gay. That's not gay. And that's about it. So if you have any questions or anything, a lot of people ask me. A lot of people ask me about this. A lot of people became curious. I'll answer this again. I know it's kind of getting to the 6-minute mark. Do it if you're mentally ready. Just know that this shit doesn't necessarily last forever, and you're not gonna ride this high forever. And make sure that you're mentally and physically sound. That you're disciplined regardless, and that when you're off of this stuff, you're not gonna have a breakdown. My life is going just fine. I'm not really the lack of energy, anything isn't monumental. I'm not falling asleep on the street. But just be aware of this stuff, and if you're gonna do it the right way. I mean, some of that black market stuff is just is scary dangerous. So thanks for tuning in. I'll keep the videos coming, and cheers.